Are you looking for a job? Are you tired of complaining about the country's mass transportation woes and want to do something constructive about them aside from venting on social media? There are vacancies in the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board that may be a good fit for your qualifications. And maybe you can make a difference in helping improve public transport. Up next, we discuss the LTFRB and its need to beef up its rank to make it more efficient in serving our commuters and make it healthier for the transport sector.
Over a number of years now, many have been complaining about the seemingly slow pace with which the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board works at deliberating on and approving new policies, drafting guidelines for policies, or regulations ready for implementation. Rolling out programs to implement new policies meant to make our mass transport system more efficient, safe, convenient, and most importantly, affordable. Many have also complained about the snail's pace in which the LTFRB, as well as other government agencies regulating transport, are adapting to the changing environment for mass transport brought on by the advances in digital technology that witnessed the birth of such things as Uber and Grab. The LTFRB seems to be taking forever to complete studies meant to identify new routes for new franchises it promises to offer transport operators, particularly for city and provincial buses, the jeepney sector it desperately wants to modernize. There have been complaints of hearings on petitions or applications for new franchises, transferring of rights, etc., prolonged for months or even years. It is easy for many to attribute this to government being government, always equating government unresponsiveness or inefficiency to the inevitable red tape that characterizes bureaucracy, or worse, linking this to corruption. But in recent years, LTFRB leaders have echoed what many in the private sector or just the common man in the street have been saying. Perhaps the problem is that we have too few good men in the agency, or for any other government department or institution, whether related to transportation or not. The LTFRB has been complaining of having a hard time filling up plantilla posts vital to the workings of the agency, particularly in its legal and technical divisions. The LTFRB is working to solve this problem. Every month, the LTFRB, through its official website, lists plantilla vacancies at its head office and regional offices. For example, according to the LTFRB website, as of February 15, it is looking for at least 3 attorneys for 2 top-level positions and a legal assistant at the legal division of its central office. The pay offered ranges from nearly $1 million to around 200,000 pesos in annual salary. The LTFRB's Central Office Technical Division also needs to fill up several vacancies from a Supervising Transportation Development Officer with an annual salary of around 700,000 pesos down to an Administrative Assistant with an annual salary of around 200,000 pesos. Also of importance in our digital age is the need to fill up vital positions at the Central Office's Information Systems Management Division, including an Information Supervision Officer 2nd grade with a salary of around 700,000 pesos a year. The online announcement on the vacancies at the LTFRB lists the position, the salary grade, and the educational training or experience required, as well as the civil service eligibility of applicants. Interested applicants are requested to submit the following: a fully accomplished personal data sheet, otherwise known as the CSC form number, which can be downloaded from the website www.csc.gov.ph with a passport-sized ID picture. Performance rating in their present position for 1 year if applicable, a photocopy of their certificate of eligibility, rating, and license, a photocopy of their transcript of record. The complete requirements are to be submitted to the office of the chairman at the LTFRB. Also quite noteworthy in the announcement is that the LTFRB encourages qualified persons of disability, members of indigenous communities, and those from any gender or sexual orientation to apply. Many of us complain about government. Perhaps it is time for those of us with the right qualifications and aptitude to go into public service in agencies such as the LTFRB and try to make a difference for the common good.
In recent years, government has been working to make public service more attractive to new graduates and even those who have been employed in the private sector. Recent salary standardization laws should induce more to check out government agency websites for vacancies and job offers. The LTFRB needs good men and women in its ranks to become more effective in its task of making land transportation more efficient and safer.